ओमकार मंत्र.
नमो हरियंताणं नमो सीताणं नमो आयर्याणं नमो वत्सायाणं नमो लोये सव्वसाहुणं ईसो पंच नमो यारो सव्व पावपणासनो मंगलाणं च सव्वेसिं परम होई मंगलम.
Okay, so it was well recited. Namo, and now try to remember the tune. So the tune which gives more bhav is Namo Arihantanam, Namo Sittanam, Namo Ayari, Namo Ubajjayanam, Namo Loye Sabbasaunam. एसो पंचणमो यारो सव्व पावपणासनो मंगलाणं च सव्वेसिं पदमं होई मंगलम. Okay, so good. Your pronunciation, everything was correct. Now just try to remember the tune. Good. Okay, now let's quickly revise chapter 2 to chapter 6. And Bindi, in chapter 1, who are we saluting? The Panch Parmeshtin and Nambolo, and why are we saluting them? Unmute.
Aryant, Sid, Acharya, and Upadhyaya.
And Sadhu.
And Sadhu.
Okay, so like an easy way to remember is Om. Om has got 3 A's, 1 U, and 1 Ma. So Ashariri means Siddha Bhagwan, one without Sharir. Sharir means body. One without body is called Siddha Bhagwan. The second A, Rahul, stands for Arihant Bhagwan. The third A stands for Acharya. Okay. Now, U stands for Upadhyay. Ma stands for Muni, which means Sadhu. So this is a very easy way for us to remember Om. So there are 3 A's, 1 U, and 1 Ma. So Om is a universal mantra, which is representing the Panch Parmeshti. Okay. Now, sorry, Rahul, please play the book so we can revise chapter 2 to 6. Chapter 2 talks about the Char Mangal. Who can name the Char Mangal? Veena aunty. Unmute. And you can make the font. Yeah. Oh, thanks.
Yeah. Arihant, Sid, Sarva Sadhu, અને કેવલી ભગવાનનો બતાવેલો જૈન ધર્મ માર્ગ.
Yeah, excellent. Okay, so that is the correct answer. Please scroll down to the questions. So we have named the Char Mangar. Mangad? Okay, what is the meaning of Mangad? What is the meaning of? Yes, Veena aunty.
So we are dissolving all our egos. Ego.
Yeah. Je man ne gade. Yes. So yeah. So that is correct. So basically, એમાં માનમાં બધું આવી જાય, illusion બી આવી જાય, રાગ ને દ્વેષ પણ આવી જાય. So કોણ આપણો real સ્વરૂપ કોણ બતાડે છે? ઈ આ 4 મંગળ છે, બિંદી. So one who is showing us the correct path to attain infinite happiness, they are named as the 4 mangal. Now, Bindi, why are they called mangal? Because je man ne gade che, one who is dissolving man, one who is dissolving man, એટલે a lokik man, not this mundane man, ke I got an award or I was praised, not that man. Man, આપણે એકત્વ બુદ્ધિ જે આ શરીર સાથે છે, જે મમત્વ છે, that oneness we have with all the wrong beliefs is all you could say is all put into this rag, dvesh, illusion and man. Yeah. So આ 4 મંગળ એટલે અરિહંત, સિદ્ધ, સર્વ સાધુ અને કેવલી કથિત, not anyone, not even Acharya, because Acharya Bhagwan has got a lot of knowledge, not even Gardhar, but they are specifying, it is Kevali Kathit, one who has attained infinite knowledge, one who has attained Keval Gnan. They are the ones who can tell us about the like dharma. And so the char mangal are Arihant, Siddh, Sarva Sadhu, and Kevali Kathit Jain Darshan. In case if there are questions, feel free to ask. આપણે કોનો શરણ લેવું જોઈએ? તો આ ચારનું શરણ લેવું જોઈએ. આત્માનું હિત કઈ વાતમાં છે? રાહુલ, આત્માનું હિત means the benefit. કઈ વાતમાં છે?
Nani, so knowledge ma benefit.
હા, એટલે આત્માનું હિત આત્મા અનુભૂતિમાં છે. So when one experiences the soul, one gets infinite happiness. So એમાં આપણું હિત છે, one
okay.
to experience the soul, ચત્તારી મંગલમ આદિ પાઠ શુદ્ધ રૂપે લખો અથવા બોલો. Who would like to say it? An Uparja, Rahul. So at least if anybody wants to see, they will be able to see it. Now, Haji Upar. Ha, Ayanga. Chattari Mangalam, Arihanta Mangalam, Seda Mangalam, Sahu Mangalam, Ivadi Panato, Dhammo Mangalam. Veena auntie can recite the next one.
Chattari lokutama, arihanta lokutama, sita lokutama, sahu lokutama, kevali panato dhamo lokutama.
Kevali panato dhammo lokutama.
Kevali panato dhammo lokutama.
Dhammo lokutama. Jo gu ma nanu che, gu, not the big gu. Etle dhammo loguttama. So gu ma we don't have to emphasize. Kevadi panato dhammo loguttamo. Look, not guttamo. Yeah, try again.
Kevali panato dhammo loguttama.
Yeah, better. Next.
Chattari saranam pavachami, arihante saranam pavachami, sete saranam pavachami, sahu saranam pavachami, kevali panatadhamam saranam pavachami.
Chattari sharanam pavajjami, arihante sharanam pavajjami, siddhe sharanam pavajjami, saho sharanam pavajjami, kevali panatam. Jo tau par che dot tam dhammam sharanam pavajjami. Okay, Bindi, read this. Chattari sharanam. Chattari sharanam pavajjami tyathin.
You want me to read the verse?
Try to sing if possible, and if you can't sing it today, at least just try to read it.
Chattari sharanam pavachami, arihanta sharanam pavachami, siddhe sharanam pavachami, sahu sharanam pavachami, kevali panatam dhammam sharanam pavachami.
Good, fine. Okay, now let's go to the next question. Okay. Chattari Mangalam. Okay, we did number 4. Panch Parmeshti no Sharan no shu arth che. Who can answer? Panch Parmeshti no Sharan. Sharan means that we take refuge. No shu arth che. Why do we take refuge of the Panch Parmeshti?
To follow the path that
Yes.
they shown, yeah?
Yes. To like follow the path of liberation that they have shown, and to attain real happiness. You agad se just scroll up. They have actually used the word sachu sukh somewhere. Sharan, here. Just a sec. Sharan શરણ આધારને કહેવામાં આવે છે. પંચ પરમેષ્ઠીએ બતાવેલો માર્ગ ચાલીને પોતાનું આત્માનું શરણ લેવું જોઈએ. તે જ પંચ પરમેષ્ઠીનું શરણ છે. So by experiencing the soul, one gets infinite happiness. એટલે સાચું સુખ. સાચું સુખ આપણને કેમાંથી મળે છે? આત્માનું અનુભૂતિ કરીને. જે વ્યક્તિ પંચ પરમેષ્ઠીનું શરણ લે છે તેનું કલ્યાણ થાય છે, અર્થાત દુઃખ મટી જાય છે. એટલે in other words સુખ પ્રાપ્ત કરી લે છે. So they're attaining sukh. Okay, let's move on to chapter 3. Now chapter 3 is like pretty simple. Let's do it quickly. Yeah, Tirthankar Bhagwan, 24 Tirthankar Bhagwan. Now go to the questions. Okay, Bhagwan kone kahe છે? Anybody can. How about Rahul?
ભગવાન ને આપણે ભગવાન ને માનીએ કે જેને મોક્ષ મળી ગયો હોય એને.
Yeah, you are correct. અને અરિહંતને મોક્ષ મળ્યું છે?
ઓલમોસ્ટ ના.
નો, એને મળ્યું છે. એને ભાવ મોક્ષ મળ્યું છે. અને સિદ્ધ ભગવાનને દ્રવ્ય મોક્ષ. Okay, so now these are new words. So basically both are arihant. Why? Because both of them have attained keval gnan. Both of them have attained keval gnan. Whoever has attained infinite knowledge, infinite sukh, they are Bhagwan. So your answer is correct. કે જેને મોક્ષ અને અરિહંત ભગવાનને ભાવ મોક્ષ છે હજી, because એનું ક્ષેત્ર એનું like he's still residing on in the human area with like Madhyalok. So like that is the reason why it is called bhav moksha. Then he leaves the body and only the soul goes up to Siddha Shila. So that is why it is called like dravya moksha. Dravya moksha. But it's okay. This is just for your knowledge. Even if you don't remember the words, it's okay, because as we go along, these words will come back again, and then you will like further understand. Tirthankar kone kahe છે? Bindi.
One who teaches the right path.
Yes, absolutely correct. One who preaches or teaches or gives lectures, one who gives lectures on the true path of liberation to attain infinite happiness, infinite knowledge. Okay. અને તીર્થંકર અને એક મિનિટ, તીર્થંકર અને ભગવાનમાં શો તફાવત છે? First question goes to Veena aunty.
તીર્થંકર ભગવાન ને સમોસરણ હોય છે.
Yes.
અને બીજા તીર્થંકર ભગવાન પણ હોય છે, પણ એનું the only difference is કે એનું સમોસરણ હોય છે અને એની ઓલી ઓમકારથી બધાને સમજાવે છે.
As compared to Bhagwan, normal Bhagwan.
As compared ભગવાન એનું ઇન્ફિનિટ ઘણું બધું એનું પ્યોર એટલે ફૂલ નોલેજ છે એનું, બટ ભગવાન થઈ શકે, but he has liberated himself from the cycle of death. And
Okay. So your answer is more or less correct. The point that you missed is that Tirthankar Bhagwan નું સમોસરણ હોય છે, he is preaching. And a normal Arihant Bhagwan નું સમોસરણ નથી હોતું. Yet all Tirthankars become Arihant. Because remember, આગળ આવ્યો ને ભગવાન કોને કહે છે? તો અરિહંત ને સિદ્ધ. એ બે ભગવાન છે, બેયને અનંત જ્ઞાન એટલે ઇન્ફિનિટ નોલેજ પ્રગટ થઈ ગયું છે. એટલે બે ભગવાન છે, એટલે whoever the 24 તીર્થંકર્સ are Arihant. But not all Arihant become Tirthankar, because Arihant to infinite thai shake, but Tirthankar they will only be 24. So in other words, the simple way to remember is that Tirthankar Bhagwan has got two positions, one of Tirthankar, the second one of Arihant. And a normal Arihant Bhagwan is a Arihant, the full Bhagwan, but he does not have the position of Tirthankar. Bindi, is it clear? In case if it isn't, if any question is not clear to anybody, just raise your hand. Okay. Shu Derek Bhagwan Tirthankar hoy છે? Na. So we've already answered that question. Because બધા Tirthankar તો only 24 hoy છે, only 24. But all souls have the capability to become Arihant. Okay. Tirthankar કેટલા હોય છે? 24. So that we've already answered. Naam Sahit Batavo. Okay, now who would like to recite all the names of the 24 Tirthankar Bhagwan's name? Go up. And Rahul can recite. See, even they've given a stuti aya niche, how to remember. Okay, now you can read all of them. Unmute.
Yeah, this one a bit complicated for me, so I'll use
Rushabdev.
Okay. Rushabdev, Ajitnath, Sambhavnath, Abhinath, Abhinandan, Sumtinath, Sumatinath, no, this one I don't know.
Padma Prabh.
Padma Prabh.
Yes.
Okay.
Parshvanath.
Suparshvanath. Chandra Prabh.
Yes.
Prabh.
Pushpadant. Shitarnath, Shreyansnath, Vasupujya, Vimarnath, Anantanath, Dharmanath, Shantinath, Kunthunath, Arnath, Mallinath, Munisuvrat, Naminath, Neminath, Parshvanath, and Mahavir. Now another name for Rushabdev Bhagwan is Adinath. And એનું story આપણે આજે કરશું. Okay, now go down. Okay, next one. પહેલા 5, 8, 13, 16, 20, 22 અને let me just scroll my page અને 22 અને 24 તીર્થંકરના નામ બોલો. Okay, so that we can look up and we can recite. Okay, 1 થી વધારે નામ ક્યાં તીર્થંકરોના છે? નામ સહિત બતાવો. So now scroll up and Veena aunty will answer.
મહાવીર ભગવાનનું?
Yes.
એનું વર્ધમાન, વીર ભગવાન, મતિ, અતિવીર.
Yeah, Vardhman, Veer, Ativir, and Sanmati. And the next is Rushabdev. No, look into bracket, it is Adinath. And Pushpadant no Suvidinath. Okay. Okay, now let's go to chapter 4. Dev Darshan. So this one is pretty simple as well. આમાં ખાલી steps યાદ રાખવાના છે. દેવ દર્શનની વિધિ તમારા શબ્દમાં બોલો. So, okay, Bindi.
Yeah, so you have to remove your shoes and leather belts and everything before you go into the temple. And is it like you have to say Nisihi 3 times?
Yes, absolutely correct. And then next step. What does Nisihi mean, Bindi?
It means you're giving up everything. When you walk in,
No, you can't give up everything, but you're giving up your thoughts. You're like giving up all your thoughts, all your any thought basically, because that is what we can give up. Yeah. Okay. Then next.
And then you say the
Om Jaya Jaya Jaya.
Namostu. Namostu, 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 Namo Orientaram, and the Chattari Mangalam.
Very good. After that?
Then you have to go around the
Bhagwan.
Bhagwan 3 times, and you chant the Namakar mantra.
So Poonam, why do we go from the left and not from the right?
Because anybody more important than us, we want to place them on our right.
Yeah, excellent. Okay, next. So Bindi, continue with the steps. Then after that, so you have prayed, and then how do we pray? Like a very important question. Veena aunty, how do we pray?
આપણે ભગવાનની સામે બે હાથ જોડીને ઊભું રહેવાનું અને આંખ બંધ કરી અને નમોકાર મંત્ર બોલવાનું.
So Bindi has already stated that. So what is it that we're looking for? How, as in how do we pray? Rahul.
With the thought કે આપણે પ્રકારનો જે paths that we are praying not to them as individuals but on the paths that they've gone through.
Yeah, very good. So okay, you didn't use the correct words, but what you wanted to say, I actually got that. I think what you wanted to say was we are not praying at the name Mahavir, Shantinath, Kuntunath, Mallinath, but we are praying at the gun that they have pragat thya chhe. So the
Right.
gun that they have achieved is what we are bowing down to. So yeah, so that's very good. So now point number 2, Bindi, how do we pray? So that's point number 1. So we are bowing down to the gun that they have attained, and
So we're bowing down, and then we're chanting the Namakar mantra, and we
have already said Namokar mantra is correct. That is correct. But what is it that nobody has said till now? Yes, Veena aunty.
કે હું પણ ભગવાન છું.
Yes, excellent. હું પણ ભગવાન છું, તમારા જેવો જ. તમે મહાવીર ભગવાનની સામે જતા કે શાંતિનાથ ભગવાન કે જે બી તીર્થંકરનો ની મૂર્તિ હોય ત્યાં, હું બી તમારા જેવો જ ભગવાન છું. હું કઈ ઓછો નથી. હું પણ તમારી જેવો જ અનંત ગુણ જેમ તમારામાં છે એટલા જ અનંત ગુણ મારામાં છે. So in Jain darshan there's no concept of being a devotee. There's only the concept of being Bhagwan. Because in all other faiths you will notice that there is that concept of always being a devotee. But here in Jain darshan you are born to be Bhagwan. You are not born as a Bhagwan, but you are born and then you can be a Bhagwan. Yeah, okay. Dev darshan, okay, see, okay, number 3, mandir ma kai vastu na le javi joye, which like Bindi has already said, we don't have to take leather. So now to continue on with the process of the Dev darshan karte vakte shu bolvu joye? So that's Namokar mantra, ane e smaran ma revu joye, or we should keep in mind, we should remember ki hu tamara jevo j Bhagwan chu. Mandir ma shu karvu joye? So once you have prayed and you have recited Namokar mantra, and Bhagwan ni same eva vichar ava joye ke tamaraમાં અનંત ગુણ છે, you have infinite attributes, also I have infinite attributes. After that, Bindi, finish. Now what is the last step?
you study some religious books.
Yes.
Yeah.
Some, yeah, so you study some texts which are talking about the soul. So now one should always study according to one's capability. Don't choose something too difficult, otherwise the words will not be easy to understand. Try to choose something like Cha Dhara is easy for a beginner, or if you wish, if you think you can understand Samay Sar, Panchastikai, Pravachan Sar, Niyam Sar, તો પછી ઈ આપણે ખોલવાનું. But I think for anybody like in the beginning should open Cha Dhara whenever you go to the temple. Okay, now next, now like let's move on to chapter 5. Yeah, Poonam.
I had a question, Komal. You know how we do Kamasana when we go to Derasar? What is the purpose of that?
Khamasana, I mean, it is basically bowing down. Khamasana. Yeah, it is basically bowing down to somebody. Now, in Digambar, till now, I have not seen so much emphasis, but of course it is important because you're bowing down to like Bhagwan. And you're bowing down, like as like Rahul correctly pointed out, we're not bowing down to the person, or we're not bowing down to the name. We are bowing down to ને જે ગુણ પ્રગટ કર્યા છે, એવા ગુણ મારામાં છે, અને તમારા જેવો જ હું ભગવાન છું. So you are an idol to me. You are actually an idol to me. You are actually somebody who I look up to, and you are who I am in the future. And so I'm bowing down to you so that I become like you. So now, so now you have brought up an interesting point. So here in Jain Darshan, we always keep on emphasizing on Atma Dharma, Atma Dharma. તો હું આત્મા છું, તમારે મંદિરમાં જવાની શું જરૂર છે? ઘરે બેસીને બી I can do Atma Anubhuti. So now who can think what is the need of going to, or what is the need of building a temple? What is the need of building a temple? Because in reality, we don't need to go to the temple to do Atma Anubhuti at home. હું જ આત્મા છું, મારે જ અનુભવવાનું છે, ને તો મને બીજાની શું જરૂર છે? So what is the need of building a temple? What is the need of praying? What is the need of bowing down? What is the need of saying Namokar mantra? Why are we doing all these things? What is the need of building a temple? Yeah, Poonam.
So it's like as આપણે હમણાં દેવદર્શનની વિધિ કરી અને આપણે દેરાસરમાં પ્રવેશ કરીએ ત્યારે આપણે ફોકસ્ડ રીતે આપણે બીજા વિચાર મૂકીને જાય છે, પણ આપણે બારે જ ક્યાંક હોય, આપણે ઘરમાં હોય તો you're always distracted by all those thoughts. Maybe also the vibrations within a derasar to focus all those in one point and to sort of empower us with that vibration, maybe something like that.
Okay, so you are correct. We need to be in a place where actually we are reminded by looking, because looking is very, very important. Sight
Visual,
is very, very important. So when you see a Pratimaji, when you see an idol like that, you realize that hu bhi avoj chu. I am exactly like you. I'm exactly like you. And although we don't, although we can sit and do it at home, this is a reminder for us. This is actually a reminder for us that I am just like you. You are my idol. And so I'm looking at you. Now, it could be in any field. It could be in any field. Like, let's take sports. One who likes to play football will naturally put up posters of a better footballer than himself. In his room, he might be putting up posters. One who likes to sing, we might be putting up posters by like looking at that person, we get inspired. So this is an inspiration. Basically, this is an inspiration. Although one who wants to be a singer might not need to put up the poster of their favorite singer, but this is just an inspiration that also I want to be like you. Okay, so now let's go on to chapter 5. Jeev, Ajeev, let's go to the questions fast. Okay, Jeev kone kahe? Poonam.
જેનામાં 4 ગુણ છે, the જ્ઞાન, દર્શન, ચારિત્ર અને સુખ.
Yeah, okay. So Jeev kone koi છે? જેનામાં જ્ઞાન છે. So that is the definition. But your answer is correct. કે આ બધાય બીજા બી બધાય ગુણ જીવમાં છે. Okay. તો અજીવ કોને કહે છે? રાહુલ.
જે બીજા બીજા દ્રવ્યમાં જે જ્ઞાન નથી.
Yeah, good. નીચે લખેલા વસ્તુઓ જીવ અજીવને ઓળખો. Okay, Bindi, હાથી. Is it Jeev or Ajeev? Unmute.
Sorry, the body is Ajeev and the soul is Jeev.
Yeah, very good. Okay. Time. I think they've written
તમે.
tame. Also you. Okay, you. Okay. Veena auntie.
એટલે મારું શરીર અજીવ છે પણ મારો આત્મા જીવ છે.
Good. Okay. મારો આત્મા નહીં, હું આત્મા.
હું
મારો
આત્મા.
આત્મા એટલે એમાં again a third party has come up. Okay. Khurshi. Rahul.
અજીબ.
Punam Makan.
અજીબ.
Bindi Rail.
Ajiv.
Kan. Veena auntie.
અજીવ.
તો કાનથી તો લાઈક સંભળાય છે, તો કાન કેવી રીતે અજીબ થયા?
પણ એનામાં અજીવમાં ગુણ છે જ્ઞાનનો, એટલે સાંભળી શકે. અને આ કાનમાં દ્રવ્ય છે ને, એટલે એમાં એના ઓલા આ ગુણ નથી એનું સાંભળવાનું.
પૂતગલ દ્રવ્ય છે.
ઉત્કલ દ્રવ્ય.
પૂતગલ દ્રવ્ય છે, પણ આપણે તેમ જ કહે છે કે કાન આંખ. હવે નેક્સ્ટ છે પૂનમ. આંખથી તો દેખાય છે, તો શું છે? જીવ છે કે અજીબ છે?
તો પણ અજીબ છે, because એ મેટર પાર્ટિકલ્સ છે. અને આપણે અને આ જી આપણે એમ લાગે છે કે આંખ જોઈ છે, પણ ઇનફેક્ટ એ આપણી આત્માનું જ્ઞાન છે જે આપણે પરસીવ કરીએ છીએ.
But Rahul, it is still incorrect. આંખથી દેખાય તો છે જ ને, આંખથી તો દેખાય તો છે જ ને. Do you mean like a blind person can't see?
That's right. પણ આપણે કહીએ કે એ આંખનું ગુણ છે જોવાનું. પણ આપણી પાસે આપણું આત્મામાં એ નોલેજ છે, એ જ્ઞાન છે કે આપણે એ આંખને દેખાય છે.
No, but your first statement was કે એ આંખનું ગુણ છે જોવાનું. So what does that mean? કે આંખમાં જ્ઞાન છે?
જ્ઞાન નથી.
તો પછી આંખનું ગુણ કેવી રીતે થયું જોવાનું? એ કયો દ્રવ્ય છે આંખ?
પૂતગલ.
પૂતગલમાં ક્યાં ગુણ છે?
અનંત.
ના, ઓલા જે ચાર આપણે શીખા છે, સ્પર્શ.
હા, સ્પર્શ, રસ, ગંધ ને કલર.
વર્ણ. હા, કરેક્ટ. કલર. યા. ઓકે. સો આંખથી તો દેખાય છે ને બિંદુ? દેખાય છે ને? યસ.
Yeah.
સો એમાંથી જ્ઞાન થાય છે ને?
Yeah.
આંખથી જ્ઞાન થાય છે. ઓકે. બિંદી, વીણા આંટી, આંખથી જ્ઞાન થાય છે ને?
ના.
પૂનમ, આંખથી જ્ઞાન થાય છે?
I'm still a little bit within a debate with myself with this, simply because of the other point that was brought up, that like the blind man doesn't see.
Okay, so no, say yes or no. આંખથી જ્ઞાન થાય છે કે નથી થતું?
નથી થતું.
Okay, Rahul?
No.
નથી થતું. So the answer is આંખથી જ્ઞાન નથી થતું. એ blind man નું તો એવું એક નિમિત્ત નૈમિત્તિક, which we have not learned yet, these two words. It is just a coincidence કે ની આંખ નથી ને જ્ઞાન પણ નથી. It is just a coincidence. પણ જ્ઞાન તો માત્ર means only આત્મામાંથી થાય છે. આંખ, કાન, નાકથી બી જ્ઞાન થાય છે કે નથી થતું બિંદી? આપણે કઈ સ્મેલ કરીએ તો જ્ઞાન થયું ને એનું. ફોર એક્ઝામ્પલ, there was a rose and I smelt it, તેનું જ્ઞાન થયું ને મને. What do you think, Bindi? And like by smelling, જ્ઞાન થયું ને?
But it's the same thing, because with the eyes, if it's not Gnan, then even with the nose, it's not Gnan.
Yes,
Smelling.
very good. So now we have understood. Okay, good. Okay, Rotli. Veena auntie.
અજીવ.
Aeroplane, Punam.
અજીબ.
Rahul, Hava. Air.
અજીબ.
Only Ajib?
આકાશ.
Akash. No, not Akash. Ajib na Ajib છે.
Hmm.
So હવાની જે body છે ને એ અજીવ છે, કારણ કે it is a body. અને જે આત્મા is the one sense being. હવામાં આત્મા છે. The one sense, આપણે લોકોની 5 senses છે plus mind, so 6 senses છે આપણી. અને હવામાં is only one sense, સ્પર્શ જ છે, એક જ sense છે લોકોમાં. તો હવા is જીવ and અજીવ. The body is a jeev and the soul is jeev. Okay. Bindi, ag, fire.
The same, achieve and achieve.
Yes, okay, good. Number 4. Jeev, ajeevni or khantin shulap che vinanti.
આપણે જીવ થી આપણું જે ગુણ છે ને એમાં આપણે અજીવ પાસે ગુણ નથી. આપણે જે જીવ જ્ઞાન છે ને એ જ્ઞાન આપણે it will liberate us to the being attain moksha.
Yeah, okay. So you have understood. The jeev ne ajeev ma differentiation શું છે કે હું જ્ઞાનમય છું, હું જુદો છું. હું actually જુદો છું, જેને હું માનું છું કે હું આ કોમલ છું, મારામાં સ્પર્શ, રસ, ગંધ, વર્ણ જે છે એ તો પૂતગલમાં છે. Actually, તો આ ગુણથી we can differentiate the two. And when you can differentiate the two, you will actually understand who actually I am. Until now, the only mistake we have made is that I don't know who I am. I've been mixing myself. By realizing who really I am, I can achieve infinite happiness. Next one, next chapter. Okay, Anusa to heading, okay, the Dincharya, yeah. Okay, no, it's okay. Yeah, Dincharya, yeah. Okay, so din means day and charya means the activity. So the activities one should do in a day. Ek sara બાળકની દિનચર્યા કેવી હોય?
Sorry, Komal, have you covered this chapter in the class?
We did last Monday, but I think you came in the Tuesday class.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this one we have covered. Dincharya we have covered. Okay, fine, no problem. Like Virant, if you don't know, like how about you, Bindi? Ek sara barak means child. I mean, what should be the activities of a good boy? Unmute.
We start the day by cleansing ourselves.
Yes.
Just cleaning our body. It's like cleaning our soul, maybe.
No. Okay,
No.
let's leave these 5 questions. You read it again, and next week I will ask you. Okay? Read like Dincharya. Poonam and Rahul, this is a simple chapter. You will be able to understand it. It is basically saying the gist of it is you have to clean the body, you have to clean the mind. And why do you clean the mind? So that one, if like read it. So like basically what it is saying, that when you clean the mind, it is even connecting that with Atma. So to purify the mind, if the mind becomes clean, if it is in the right direction, then one can experience the soul. So read it. It is not very difficult. Now the next one is સવારમાં સૌથી પ્રથમ ઉઠીને આપણે શું કરવું જોઈએ? નમોકાર મંત્ર બોલવો જોઈએ. શારીરિક swachhta means cleanliness, અને મનની પવિત્રતા. Look, it is talking about the body and the mind. મનની પવિત્રતા, pureness of the mind. બાબતમાં શું સમજ્યા? So that you read it and then you will be able to answer. શારીરિક swachhta માટે શું કરવું જોઈએ? So which Bindi has already answered. Brush your teeth, have a bath, etc. etc. Okay, manni, look here, look, Poonam and Rahul, what we talked about. Manni એટલે આત્માની પવિત્રતા માટે શું કરવું જોઈએ? Now last week, quickly, Viranti and Bindi, we had discussed where the physical mind is. Where is the physical mind? You can tell to Poonam and Rahul, explain where exactly is the physical mind. Now close this book, we'll go to the other book. Yes, she's pointing in the right direction. So the physical mind is in the chest line, in the center of the chest. That is where the physical mind is. And how is it? It is of 8 petals. 8 pakri, at 8 petals varum, physical mind is there. Now, physical mind is there. Now, like, let's elaborate on this, because now this is connecting to soul. So શરીરમાંથી વિચાર આવે છે ને પૂનમ? બ્રેઇન,
ના.
તો હા, તો પછી બ્રેઇન માંથી વિચાર આવે છે ને રાહુલ?
No,
Sure, it is coming from the brain. We think from the brain. Why?
but we don't, because it's again coming back to knowledge. Knowledge is not in the Pudgal, which is brain. It's in your Atma.
Very good,
Jeep.
very good. So you have understood. Okay, so very good. Then why are we saying that the physical mind is there? Why are we saying that the physical mind is there? Because it is there. It is, I mean, that is the answer. Because it is there. And this is what Kevali Bhagwan has said, that that is where it is. The physical mind is there. It is there. And later on, we will learn these words, nimit, naimitik. Later on, we will learn it. So for the moment, just know it is there. But knowledge or thoughts or ideas are coming from the Gnan Gun, which is in Atma. It is not in Pudgal, because the body is Pudgal. So you must always remember this, Bindi, that Gnan Gun, apne aankh thin joye, naak thin sunghe, મોઢા થઈને ટેસ્ટ કરે, કાન થઈને સાંભળે, એ બધું જ્ઞાન જે આપણને થાય છે કે આપણે એપલ લાઈક નાખો મોઢામાં, so it is slightly sour, but when you put a banana on your mouth it is sweet. તો એ જે જ્ઞાન જે થયું એ આત્મામાંથી આવે છે. એ આ જે રિસેપ્ટર્સ જે આપણે કહીએ છે એ રિસેપ્ટર્સ માંથી નથી આવતું, like receptors of the body. It is not coming from the body. So the knowledge is always and always coming from the soul. It is always and always only and only going to come from the soul. Okay, let's do a story today. Because
Can I
normally,
quickly ask a
yes,
question? So, why was it incorrect when I say that we start the day by washing ourselves? So, isn't it the same like we're cleansing our body and cleansing our soul? I mean, our thoughts.
your answer is correct if you say that we're cleansing the body. Because if we have who is having a bath? Is the soul having a bath or is the body having a bath?
The body is having a bath, but by cleansing your body and you're cleansing all your thoughts at the same time, so you're purifying your soul.
No, by cleaning the body you're only cleaning the body, you're not cleaning the soul, or you're not cleaning the mind, if that's what you want to say, because you mentioned thoughts. By cleaning the body you're only cleaning the body. It is only it is only to clean the outside, but the
Yeah.
inside are the thoughts, and you can't clean that by putting soap, like for example, or you
Yeah.
can't clean the thoughts by putting toothpaste on the teeth, right? So you can't clean the inside by cleaning the outside. So how do you clean the inside, Bindi?
By starting your day after cleansing your body and everything, then you start with your thoughts and prayers and reciting the mantras and whatever. But is that the way? Is that what you mean?
Yeah,
How-
that is okay. So how does one clean the mind? By remembering one's soul. What are our thoughts normally when we wake up? Oh, I have to cook, I have to go to work, I have to drop these people, I have to pick these people, etc., etc., etc. That is what our thoughts are. Now that is actually disturbing the mind, because that is pushing us into sansar. That is actually making our lives more it is giving us an opportunity to take birth in these four lives: manushya, human, tiryanch, animal, heavenly beings, dev, and narki, which is hellish beings, by having these kind of thoughts. But by having thoughts કે આત્મા છું, મારામાં અનંત ગુણ છે, અનંત શાંતિ છે, અનંત સુખ છે, not thase, છે in the present. Che. When you say che in the present, it is saying that who vartamanma I am believing I am a soul. Or if you say I have to drop my son, my daughter, then you are believing that I am a body, because the body is related to all these people. the husband, the son, the house, the in-laws, etc., 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 etc. So that is how you clean the mind, by changing your thoughts. Okay, હું આત્મા છું. But if you say, I have to cook breakfast, if you're thinking I have to cook breakfast, you're believing I'm a body. Because not only you are eating, then you're also believing this body is related to all these other 10 people. So that is how. So read it again. Read it again. Next week, again, we will answer those questions. If you have further questions, ask all your questions. So now we can do a story today of Maharani Chelna. Now, the Maharani Chelna was the Masi of Mahavir Bhagwan. How many of you know this story? Okay, so both of you don't. Viranti, do you know? You know the story. Okay. Bindi, she's just coming. Okay, so Maharani Chelna, she was the daughter of King Chetak, and he had 8 daughters. Okay, Bindi, do you know this story of Maharani Chelna? No. Okay, so Maharani Chelna was a daughter of Chetak, who had 8 daughters. And Maharani Chelna was also the Masi of Mahavir Bhagwan. So she is like you can say, a very important figure in history and a very strong character. So what happened was she had strong belief in Jain principles, and she would not get married to anybody who does not have faith in Jain principles. And so Shrenik Raja was quite impressed by her beauty, her charm, and all her other attributes, you can say. And he was very much impressed by her. But when he went to ask to King Chetak for his daughter's hand in like marriage, he refused. He said, because you, like Maharaj Shrenik, you do not believe in Jain principles, I will not give you my daughter. And so he refused. Now, Shrenik Raja became really sad. And like back in the day, they didn't have just one wife, they had many wives. And he already had a son who was 20 years old, called Abhay Kumar. So Abhay Kumar goes and kidnaps Chelna Rani. Chelna, okay, at the moment, Princess Chelna. So he goes and he kidnaps her for his father. Imagine. So this is what he does. So he goes and he like kidnaps her. And then back in the day, if a woman leaves the father's house, she can't go back, because it is like a dishonor to the family if she goes back to the father's house. So now Chelna had no choice but to just get married to Shrenik Raja. And so that's how they got married. And yet her devotion is so strong, although she did not want to get married to him, yet the devotion towards him is so strong that Shrenik Raja was a staunch believer in Buddhism. He used to believe in Buddhism. Now, why are we doing this story? Because we're learning about Dravya Gun Paryay. We have done the story of Revati Rani, where we learned that Revati Rani only believed there are 24 Tirthankars, not 25, not 20, not 26. And her name has become, you can say, very known in history because of her these attributes, that she believed that there's only 24 Tirthankars because Arihant Bhagwan has said so. Now, Chelna Rani was similar in nature. Arihant Bhagwan Jepan Kai, she used to believe, not blind faith, samjine. The word is, the important word is by understanding. And she attained Samyak Darshan. Bindi, that means she experienced the soul, Veenanti. She experienced the soul, and a Samyak Darshan Pragat Thegyu, and she was a Samyak Drashti Jeev. So naturally, her faith in Jain religion was extremely strong. And now understand the difference, because there are 3 major religions, or you can say philosophies. Religion is not the right word, actually. There are 3 major philosophies which come from Bharat, which is India. One is Jainism, second is Hinduism, and third is Buddhism. And all 3 are as different as blue, white, and green. They're totally different. Totally meaning 100% different. In Jainism, we believe that a substance has got dravya and paryay. In Buddhism, they believe the substance is only paryay. And in Hinduism, they believe the substance is only dravya. So this is very, very important for us to understand, because we're learning about dravya gun paryay, and one should realize the importance of it. And this story is a very good story to show the importance of this. Now, in Jain Darshan, one believes that there's dravya and paryay of a substance. The changing part is called paryay, and the constant part is called dravya. And in Buddhism, they believe that the soul, every samay, the smallest unit of time, there's a change and there's a new soul in every samay. And in Hinduism, they believe that there's no change only. There's Anant Gun and there's no change only. So this is what they believe. So now as we continue with the story, so now Chelna Rani one day is very sad. And she is telling Shrenik Raja that Akha Bharatma atyare like Buddha dharma, like Buddhism, કેટલું બધું ફેલાઈ ગયું છે. અને સાચો જે જૈન ધર્મ છે, જે આપણે 4 મંગલમાં શીખું, કેવલી કથિત જૈન ધર્મ, જેને અનંત જ્ઞાન પ્રગટ થઈ ગયું છે, એ આપણને કહે છે કે આ જૈન આ બધા યુનિવર્સલ પ્રિન્સિપલ્સ કેવા છે. અને જૈન દર્શન એટલું બધું નથી. So she's actually very sad. So Shrenik Raja is answering to her that you go ahead and you do whatever you want to spread Jainism. And ઈ ત્યારે like દિવાનજીને બોલાવે છે, and she tells him that હવે તમે મને મંદિર બનાવી દો, અહીંયા જીન મંદિર, એક મને ભવ્ય જીન મંદિર મને બનાવી દો. And Divanji starts to do that. So as they continue to talk, Shrenik Raja and Chelna Rani, so Shrenik Raja is saying, no, Maharaji Buddh Guru che, એ લોકોને તો કેવળ જ્ઞાન પ્રગટ થઈ ગયું છે. So what does કેવળ જ્ઞાન mean? Knowledge of the past, present and future. અને Chelna Rani is saying that no, that is impossible, કારણ કે એ લોકો તો ખાલી ક્ષણિકતામાં માને છે, meaning only પર્યાયમાં માને છે. So that is impossible. So then she takes a test. તો એ લોકોને એક દિવસ લંચમાં ઘરે બોલાવે છે, ઈ બે બુદ્ધ ગુરુને. એ લોકો બેને બોલાવે છે, ને as they enter the palace, એ લોકોની મોજરી, એ લોકોના shoes બારે મૂકે છે. અને એ લોકો સંતાડી દે છે. Like Chelna Rani hides these shoes away, which the Buddha gurus are not aware of. So then they have their lunch, and then they are going back home, and then they're finding their shoes. Mara shoes kya, Mara shoes kya. So Chelna Rani is saying, you are claiming you have got Kevargnan. So now you answer, where are your shoes? Because you claim that you have knowledge of the past, present, and the future. So now you tell us, where are your shoes? And obviously they were not able to tell. They were not able to tell. Telakano, it was proven that they actually have not attained Kevargnan. And so this was just to show Shrenik Raja that Jain principles are saying that how the universe is made of, I mean, of dravya and parya, like the substance, each and every substance of this universe. And then these Buddha gurus are highly offended. Her intention was not to offend them. Her intention was only to prove this point that they've not attained Kevargnan. So they go and complain this to Shrenik Raja, who also gets very offended. That why did she insult my gurus? So what does Shrenik Raja do in like return? He wants to insult Chelna Rani's guru, a Muniraj, who's sitting in the jungle doing meditation, and one who has already experienced the soul. So he goes and first he lets free some wild dogs on like the Muni, like Yashodhar Muniraj. Then he actually puts a dead snake on him. And there are so many kiri, એટલી બધી કીડી થઈ જાય છે, because obviously it's a dead snake. So in happiness, he goes back to the palace. Now 3 days later, imagine for 3 days the dead snake is there, because the Muniraj is in deep meditation. He's not concerned. He has got no attachment towards the body. He will not even look at the snake. He's just focused on the soul. He's just focused on the soul. And after 3 days, now he's telling to like Chelna Rani, ke main to avi rite kairu, even I took my revenge. So Shrenik Raja and Chelna Rani go to the jungle because like Chelna Rani saying, Mara Muniraj to ubha bhi nahi thya hoy, ene to kai farak nahi pade, kane na rag thyo hase, no likes or no dvesh, so no dislikes. He will be deep in meditation of the soul. So in this way, both of them go to the jungle. Imagine 3 days later, and Akka Sharirma, this kiri, and this kiri actually biting him. And that's when Shrenik Raja realizes his mistake. આ તો ઊભા નથી થયા, આ તો real મુનિરાજ છે, ના રાગ છે, ના દ્વેષ છે, કાંઈ નથી. અને like મારા ગુરુ reacted like in a small thing like this. એ લોકોનું insult થયું તો કેવી રીતે reaction એ લોકોએ કર્યું. આ તો 3 દિવસ માટે he is actually, I mean, the Muniraj is actually not doing anything. પછી ત્યારે મુનિરાજ આંખ ખોલે છે અને શ્રેનિક રાજા માફી માંગે છે. He is actually apologizing for his mistake, not for the mistake, actually for the sin he has done. And when he opens his eyes, he's giving a discourse in a very equanimous way to both Chelna Rani and to Shrenik Raja. He's not showing aversion towards Shrenik Raja for throwing the snake, and not showing like for Chelna Rani for having so much faith in like Jain Darshan. Because to him, it doesn't matter. He is just absorbed in the soul. So he's without likes and dislikes. This is when Shrenik Raja actually realizes his mistake. And he realizes that Muniraj, Sacha Muniraj che. Aji Jain principles che, these are the real principles, which is based on Dravya Gun Paryay. So this is the fundamental. This is the fundamental. And then immediately after that, they go to Mahavir Bhagwan's Samovasaran. Immediately meaning after a few days or like something of the sort. That they go to Mahavir Bhagwan's Samovasaran. And that's where he attends Shaik Samyak Darshan, meaning the type of Samyak Darshan which will never get, which will never convert itself back to Mithyato. Meaning he will not lose that Samyak Darshan, it will forever be with him. So he attends Shaik Samyak Darshan. He has experienced the soul. So like Samyak Darshan means experience of the soul, meaning right belief. Right belief is translated into Samyak Darshan. And after that, Mahavir Bhagwan says in his Vani that Aj Shrenik Raja Chane, he's going to be our first Tirthankar in the next 24 Tirthankars, who is going to be called Padma. So the story is actually very interesting to know that how a person, we might think that a person, oh, he's not believing in this, he's not doing he's not going to the temple, he's not doing this. So Shrenik Raja was exactly like that. He was exactly like that. And imagine he's going to be a Tirthankar. So the point is that Kriya is not as important as the belief. Because Shrenik Raja immediately changed his belief, and that is what changed his life. That is what changed his life. Otherwise, he would have maybe gone in these 4 gatis if he did not realize that the Jain principles are correct. And then the other thing to note over here is that Shrenik Raja, when he put the snake on the Muniraj, એને એક મુનિરાજનું અપમાન નથી કર્યું, એને મુનિરાજનું અપમાન કરીને આખા જૈન દર્શનનું અપમાન કર્યું. એટલે at that moment in time, Nilamanti, he actually got the gati of Narak, and he got the gati to go, I mean, he got the life of the 7th hell, which is like a very, very long time. And after he attained Samyak Darshan, have a gati to bantai gayi that he has to go to Narak. But because he attained Samyak Darshan from 7th hell, એનું at least એટલું એનું કર્મ એના ઓછા થઈ ગયા. And now he's at the moment he's in the 1st hell. So because he did something wrong and he attained Samyak Darshan, it does not mean that all his negative karma were destroyed. They were destroyed to a certain extent, but because in a narak that he already bandi liditi, so now he has gone to the 1st hell. So this is the importance of Dravya Gun Paryay. We like might think that why are we emphasizing on it so much? Why, like, what is the emphasis? This is the emphasis of it, that if we don't actually understand the Vastu Swarup as it is, we can develop different beliefs, and these beliefs actually land us in these 4 gatis: Manushya, Tiryanj, Hell, and Heavenly. So this is the prime time. એટલે એક પી ક્લાસ મિસ નહીં કરવાનો. કદાચ મંડે મિસ થઈ જાય, come on Tuesday. But દ્રવ્ય ગુણ પર્યાય, આ opportunity મળી છે હમણાં to learn દ્રવ્ય ગુણ પર્યાય, નીલમ આંટી. તો એ આપણે મિસ નહીં કરવાની. So આ જે ઓપોર્ચ્યુનિટી મળી છે એકદમ સરખી રીતે સમજી લેવાનું કે આ દ્રવ્ય ગુણ પર્યાય કેવી રીતે છે. Now one more thing, like before we stop, this I think I've also mentioned it before. Atma anubhuti, the soul experience, happens in paryay. It happens in paryay, but you have to look at dravya for that experience to happen in paryay. Now, you might have understood this or you might have not understood this, but this is the importance of Dravya Gun Paryay, which you will understand after a few classes, in case if you didn't understand it today. In just a few classes, you will understand, because it is not that difficult. If an animal can experience the soul, why can't we? Apni pas to Jain classes che, books che, Gurudev che apni પાસે. Then why can't we experience the soul? And pas to kai nathi, na books che, na Gurudev che, ke na Jain classes che. Yet he's able to experience the soul. So it is very, very easy to experience the soul. So this is the purpose of learning Dravya Gun Paryay. So your homework is again the same 2 questions. Can the infinite gun of Dravya be separated? If they can be separated, why? If they can't be separated, why? And the second question is, let me just, it is there on the chat. I've actually forgotten what was the second question. Anyway, I will post it back. It is the same 2 questions, and try to think about it. And think about it, and now your homework is only chapter 6. So read it again and answer the questions, and think about these 2 questions. Kya dravya na anant gun, can they be separated? If they can, why? If they cannot, why not? Okay, any like last questions before we end the class? Nilamanti, any questions? Yeah, Poonam.
You mentioned that the physical mind it's here in the chest, and according to Jain philosophy, what are we saying is the connection between the mind and the soul?
So the connection between the mind and the soul is nothing, because mind is Pudgal and soul is Atma. So one is Jeev, one is Ajeev. So there's no connection. But what is the, where are the actual thoughts coming from? They're not coming from the physical mind. They're coming from the soul. They're actually coming from Charitra Gunni Paryay. So the thoughts, or like you could say the rag and the dvesh, the likes and the dislikes, are coming from the Charitra Gunni Paryay.
Okay.
So if you're looking at what is the connection of thoughts and soul, because I think that was your question, that thoughts, like ask your question again before I think what was your question.
No, I was just, because maybe probably I had missed that in the last class, just about the physical mind. So is in Jain Dharma, are we believing that the physical mind is also playing a role? Like, the consciousness part of it.
The physical mind is as good as the eyes. Is the eyes playing a role for sight? No. Then are the ears playing a role for hearing? No. Virant, is the nose playing a role for knowing? I'm like using the word knowing that this is a good smell or a bad smell? No. So in the same way, the physical mind is playing no role. Like how the eyes are playing, they're basically no role. It's just there. It is just there. Yeah.
Okay.
So in the same way, the physical mind is playing no role, or even we can use the word brain. The brain is playing no role in like emitting knowledge. Yeah. Okay. Any like last question? Otherwise we can stop. Yes, Bindi.
Just quickly, so when you say about Dravya Gun Paryay, does that explain why, you said the soul has the knowledge, the Gnan, okay? So the soul moves from one body to another. So when a baby is born and the soul is in the baby, so the Gnan is already there? You're saying that the knowledge is already there.
What do you think? What do you think?
Because the soul always has the Gnan. So
very good.
Yeah.
Yeah, very good. Because and you actually chose the correct words. The soul, always. The key word is always. It always, always meaning forever. It has Gnan Gun. Yes.
So is that where the Pariyai comes in because of the change? Is that why
Yeah. Now you have given a good example. A baby has got little knowledge, as we all know. And for example, the same baby now is studying in high school. And in high school, obviously, he's got more knowledge. Then, for example, he becomes a doctor. So he has got further more knowledge. So you can see the change of the knowledge from maybe limited to a little bit more to furthermore. So this is the change. The change always happens in Pariyai, which we will learn now in the next class. What is Pariyai? Because for the homework for this class is to understand Dravya, and hence those two questions. Now in the next class, we will focus more on Pariyai. Yeah. Neelamanti, anything from you? Otherwise, we can stop.
No, I
Okay, fine.
most of the class, so I'll just look at it again, and if I have questions, I'll
Come tomorrow. Come tomorrow. It is better you come for a live class if possible.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Now, Rahul, you can say Jai card and then we stop. Say Panch Parmeshti Bhagwan ki Jai ho.
Panch Parmeshti Bhagwan ki Jai ho.
Then Kund Kund Acharya Dev ki Jai ho.
Kund Kund Acharya ki Jai ho.
Good. Okay. Pujya Gurudev, Tat Gurudev, Kanji Swami ki Jai ho.
Say that again.
Yeah. Okay. Just say this for today. Pujya Gurudev ki Jai ho.
Pujya Gurudev ki Jai ho.
Okay, fine. And Satya Sanatan.
Satya Sanatan.
Jain Dharma ki Jai ho.
Jain Dharma ki Jai ho.
Okay, very good. Okay. Now Poonam and Rahul, just stay behind and the rest of you can go.